What's up guys, Sean here, and we have a box full of knives right here that are in for sharpening, and we are going to check them out together. But first I'm going to show you guys what I carry today. That is my brand spanking new Cutlery Shop Spyderco Paramilitary 2 Wharncliffe blade exclusive in CTS XHP blade steel. I have been interested in checking one of these out for a while. Well, you guys have the whole story if you watch the unboxing of this. This knife is pretty much perfect just in its factory configuration right out of the box. And Cutlery Shop included a ton of awesome stickers, which I love, so shout out to Cutlery Shop. Great knife dealer, nothing but excellent experiences every time I've dealt with them. But I was thinking this would look really good with a little pop of black against these orange scales. So I was thinking about maybe doing some black hardware on it. Well, I looked through my spare Spyderco parts bin and I didn't have a full black hardware set, but I did have a brand spanking new black factory spoon clip, and just that alone turns the hotness of this knife up like 100 degrees. I mean, this thing, you can't tell me that doesn't look freaking sweet. And another reason I am absolutely loving this, it cuts like a dream for everything I've used it for. Like I speculated in the unboxing, oh my god. I mean, it just, I've said many times that a Wharncliffe is my favorite blade shape as far as, you know, practical use goes, and the blade that I enjoy cutting with the most, because it best accommodates my most common cutting task, which is stuff like opening up boxes, processing cardboard, fine detailed cuts. Everything that I've cut with this so far, oh my gosh, it has been amazing. So really, really happy I decided to grab this one. Spyderco has dropped a ton of different exclusives recently, and if I had unlimited funds, I would have grabbed all of them. But considering that I don't, I'm on a limited budget, I have to pick and choose, you know, what is it something that I pretty much already have in a different color or this or that, or is it something that's different enough that I can justify spending that chunk of money that I probably maybe shouldn't spend, but you know, it's not going to kill me. Well, super happy that I decided to grab this. Best knife purchase of 2022 so far, hands down. So anyways, carried this bad boy, and I carried the Rockstead that is in from Denise. This little guy is really nice. I haven't really done any cutting with it. She said that I'm welcome to, but this has a nice sharp edge at the moment as a factory edge, but this blade looks like it was coated after the fact of sharpening. So if it is resharpened, then you're not going to have the entire blade with that black mirror finish. So no, I don't want to be the one to kind of mess that up. So yeah, whatever. So shout out to Denise. And speaking of Denise, this box of knives is in from guess who? That's right, Denise. Besides these two knives, the other part of my carry today is my EDC organizer. I have turned this into my wallet. We have a pouch back here. I put my money, my cards in there. Nice zipper pouch. I carry this little Kershaw bit driver. Have every kind of bit that I might ever need on the go. No, this is not my main TORX bits or anything for when I'm working on my knives or customers' knives. This is just a on the go if I happen to need it for some reason. You know, kind of in case of emergency. I use it mostly for like the Phillips and the flathead more than anything. But if I have the pivot coming loose on the knife that I'm carrying or something like that, it definitely comes in handy. So anyways, that's enough of all that for now. Let's see what is in here. Feels like this box is stuffed pretty tight, so gotta be very careful. Do you see that gliding down that? Oh my God, that was like luxurious right there. I don't even, that's not the right word. But wow. Okay. Yeah. It was literally stuffed full, so I didn't want to cut anything up. All right, let's close these and get these off to the side. Yeah, but speaking of that Rockstead, I have a full review coming up on that Rockstead, the EMP EDC Nimble XL, and the Viper Storm. Those were the 3 knives that she sent that I was most interested in or haven't experienced before, and I'm really loving all of those. I have my chart ready to go right here with my 20 different categories that I grade the knives on, all ready to go. I'm gonna work on the grading of those tomorrow and hopefully get some of those reviews up for you guys tomorrow. But right now, what do we have here? Oh, okay. A little fidget thing. Haha. Yeah, I'm probably not doing this right, but. Ah, there we go. Took me long enough. I'm gonna have to mess with this. That's pretty cool. I never tried one of these little things before. Has the magnets in it, so it has like 2 positions. All right, so I probably just edited out a whole bunch of me messing with this thing. I got distracted. So, okay, we have 2 fixies, a fixie and a necky. Oh, snap. Damn. All right. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, hell yeah. Good stuff, Denise. I have been in need of this. Some new stuff that I haven't seen or experienced before. Oh man, that's nice and smooth. Beautiful knife right here. This is a Concept. I know that's the Concept logo. No idea what the model is, but boy, this is nice. M390 blade. Wow. We got a nice little sheep's foot blade. That is sweet. I like this a lot. I'll show you guys this close up in a second. This looks nice too. This is a WIHA. This is only my second WIHA. The only other WIHA that I've handled was the Mini Buster, which it's nice, but I wasn't the biggest fan. This is definitely more my style. Nice milling. I love milled. Ooh, and it's an integral. Very cool. Oh man. Yes. That's a nice one. That's cool. I like that a lot. Looks like we got a little Persian blade on this. Not sure on the model of this one either, but I will show you guys this one close up in a second also. Oh, two more. And then we'll check out those too. Nice. A mini and Cosi. Mini and Cosi Tanto. Heck yes. Oh yeah. That's sweet. Very, very cool. First time handling a mini Chris Reeves. Very cool. And this looks like an Artisan maybe. That's some nice action on that. Nice looking blade. I like the oh, what is this coating? Not I don't think it's a nano. It might be nano coated or nano ceramic coated. But I know it's not DLC. Is it PVD? Might be PVD. Is PVD the glossier? It's not Cerakote. Might be PVD. Oh. Interesting. All right, gotta put it on to check it out. You know that. All right. What the heck? What is this? This is strange, but actually kind of neat. Looks like it has a serial number, or that might be a model number or something. Interesting. It has a better edge on it than I expected for the looks of it. I don't know if this is like some you know, fancy custom deal, or if it's like something from a gas station. You know, sometimes it's hard to tell. There's a fine line between the two, but as far as the style goes, but when it comes to the materials and craftsmanship quality, there's huge difference, you know, night and day. But oh, what do we have here? Now this looks nice. Feels really good in hand. This looks like a quality knife right here. Wonder who makes this bad boy. Oh, this one's a little bit got some stickiness to her. It shaves kinda. It felt sharper than it is. It's just it's a nice toothy edge. I mean, I'm sure it probably cuts and performs great for now. I don't know. I mean, it's a working grit edge. You feel the teeth when you rub your fingers across it, so that's why I was thinking that maybe it was sharper than it actually was. Yeah, these are all gain edges, so we know those definitely need it. It'd be funny if this one shaves out of all of them. No. 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 This one might. And now. All right, well, they are all definitely in need of edges. Really cool knives. Okay, guys, we are over at the table. Not sure what the model of this is, but it's an integral. Here is the maker's mark. I really like this. This is really nice. Feels really good in hand. The milling pattern is very satisfying. Really cool. This one surprised me the most. Look at that Damascus. Absolutely beautiful. Nice, maybe DLC or Cerakote coated titanium frame lock. Milled clip. over travel stop. Nice detent, very nice detent. Nice, the lock bar access isn't huge, but I like how they did the relief cut right there. So this one is pretty easy to disengage. Doesn't take a lot of pressure, but you still have that nice snappy detent. I really like that. 100% drop shot. Nice controlled hydraulic drop too. Very, very smooth. So you can't thumb flick this one. Well, I'm sure I could, but I don't know, not comfortable. Oh yeah. I really like this one. Very nice. This one is very smooth. So it has a weak detent, or not necessarily too weak, but it's weaker because front flipper. When you have a weaker detent, you also tend to have the blade pop back out a lot when you go to close it. And of course, it's staying closed every time now. Well, there we go. Do a little double bounce. Let's see. Do it. Ow. Oh yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool now. Ergos on this one are not, the end of it, kind of pointy. You feel the inside edges and stuff. A little bit of a point here. I feel that digging in to my palm. I feel the clip. I mean, I can feel the clip, you know, most of the time on most knives, but not in a way that it's uncomfortable or bothering me. It's like I know it's there, but with this, it's like I really know that there's something going on that my palm does not enjoy. Whereas this, nice tight grip, nothing unpleasing to the palm. This is a winner right here, I'm telling you guys. Can't wait to see how these sharpen up. Check that out, that's badass. A mini and Cozy. First time checking out a mini CRK. Whoa. Now, with it being a mini, it is 100% more difficult for me to manipulate with my size hands, but not impossible. Ergos are pretty good. I mean, it's not like super comfy, but I'm not really feeling any major hot spots. I do feel the clip there, but it's not to the point where it's, you know, very uncomfortable. This thing, goodness gracious, that is nice. Oh yeah, show you guys this. Maybe one of you guys can tell me what this is, where it came from. If not, I'm sure Denise can tell me. Very interesting. Not very comfortable. But on the contrary, this one, extremely comfortable. feels amazing in hand. I absolutely love how this feels in hand. I'm not really a big fixed blade guy, but if I was gonna get one, you know, just based off of the ones that I have checked out so far, I think this is definitely a top candidate of one that I would consider spending my hard-earned money on. We'll see how it sharpens up and see how she performs, but based off the ergos, this thing, I mean, it's a thick chunk of steel. That's one thing that I, you know, not loving off the back. The weight of it feels nice. Like I like how it feels in hand because of the weight, and just the handles are amazing. Really nice work, whoever made this. But you definitely need to thin out your blade. What the hell were you thinking? It's a knife, not a pry bar. It's like, separate the two. You know, get yourself a budget pry bar for prying. Design your knife to be a knife. You can take it a lot thinner than that and still do any kind of hard use cutting that you would ever need to do, and be able to do it so much easier, you know? This is a perfect candidate for a regrind. I don't know how to do a regrind. Never attempted it. I would love to learn one day. My buddy Anthony Griffin has offered for me to come out, stay a week or a weekend at his place. He makes knives, he makes scales, he makes all kinds of stuff, and you know, he has told me that he would teach me. More than willing to teach me. Just hard for me to find a solid chunk of time, you know. But yeah, I was just kind of daydreaming for a second of, you know, going down road trip to see Anthony and him just teaching me how to do the regrind on this like a boss. That would be sweet. But yeah, I'll show you this close up. Look how just that little pop of black really sets this off. Really nice looking. And you want to see something else good looking? Those two side by side. Something about that. Oh yeah. That is very satisfying. So, alrighty guys, we're about to wrap this one up. Couple things to be on the lookout for. I'm gonna do a video, a little tutorial on how to do the skinny mod on these Shaman scales, and update on this Maxamet Manix. So I didn't really talk about it in the video where I was showing these, but I've talked about it with, you know, quite a few of you guys. So it's no secret. This Maxamet was having some serious issues. Okay, the apex pretty much kept crumbling every time it got sharp. You know, I would go deburr and the edge would just crumble. It was the first thing I said was that I thought it was carbide tear out. I don't know if it was or what was going on, but there was just no stability to keep that apex together. So I started digging, hit up Scott Gunn. He had recommended that he asked if my stones were worn out, Well, my KME stones have some miles on them. He said worn out diamonds, that's what can happen with Maxamet if your diamonds are worn out. So I went and got me a set of Veneves. Well, I had sharpened it a couple times, or attempted to get it sharp. Did the full progression, start to finish, several times with the KME stones. Then I got these in, did the whole progression again a couple more times, and wasn't having any luck. Was literally this close to calling it quits. But the thing is, I have never had a knife that I wasn't able to get sharp for a customer before. I've had knives that I had to sharpen a couple times to get it to my satisfaction. But, you know, I was persistent and able to get it to my satisfaction. Therefore, the customer ending up satisfied. So I've never had a dissatisfied sharpening customer, and I really didn't want to start with this knife. So after you know, a couple days away from it, I was like, you know, I'm either gonna, you know, send it back and, you know, basically not be reimbursed at all for 14 hours or 12 or 14 hours that I had messing around with this knife, because I wouldn't feel right charging for something that, you know, wasn't able to be done successful. You know, I'm not saying that I wouldn't deserve to be paid, but it's just, I don't know, guys. It's an area that I have, it's uncharted waters for me. So I don't really know, you know, what's the right way to go about that situation to, you know, where both parties, both myself and the customer, are the least screwed over possible, you know? So that, I was really stressed out, and I just took a break from it for a couple days, and after clearing my mind of it, I just did some more research and everything, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna give this thing one good last try, because, you know, he had told me, you know, just, you know, send it back and let me know what I owe you. You know, like, he wasn't mad. He understood, because he had sharpened this many times himself and had the same issues and wasn't able to get it sharp. So we were both at the same conclusion that there was something wrong with this blade. Well, here on the 8th sharpening, or the 8th time I sharpened it, I just got finished up with the 100 grit, and the apex is not crumbling. I raised the angle from 18 degrees per side to 20 degrees per side. My thinking was, you know, if it keeps crumbling at the apex, then clearly it's lacking stability for one reason or another. So increasing that angle, theoretically, in my mind at least, is going to give you a little bit more material behind that apex, which should add stability. So that's what I did, and I think we are on the right path. So everybody, fingers crossed, prayers, all that stuff. I need them, that I'm able to pull this one off. I mean, it got a somewhat decent best test score, but, you know, regardless of that, it was not an acceptable edge as far as my standards. You know, there's a best score, whatever, but just because it gets a passing score doesn't mean it's a quality edge. You know, there is many other aspects to the edges. So yes, the score is important, but it's certainly not everything. You know, you want to achieve a score under 100, but that you also want a quality edge that's gonna hold up and, you know, perform well for more than you know, one cut or a couple days or something. You want it to last them a long time. So all right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.